Adventures. I'm back with another video, and today I will be reviewing all of the Pokemon that and features of my region, my fan-made Pokemon region, the Indiu region, based off of in the name India. So let's begin. This is Diveli, the demonic devil psychic Pokemon, a psychic a psychic flying type. It glides throughout the Indiu region, helping people travel to destinations across the Indiu region. Also, I'm gonna explain the evil team called Team Violet. They use mainly psychic types and have a rivalry with Team Yellow since they use psychic types and Team Yellow uses dark types. So they just do that, and these guys' goal is to catch all the legendary Pokemon to make a better region, but I'm making it even worse. But it's not like Rose where I'm in like a whole eternity and a whole beast, and it just turns into like a day. No, this is gonna be like a demolition. This is gonna be a crazy city apocalypse of Pokemon rampaging across the city, while Team Violet is just making sure everyone is not using their Pokemon to take down the rampaging Pokemon. So this is the Mega Evolution of Tropius, a water grass type, the banana tree Pokemon. It can shoot water cannons from its back into its mouth or on its body to grow even stronger. That's called water absorption. So it can hit itself with a water move. The stronger the water move is, the stronger it gets. Also, this is just Banshee. This is this is the evolved form of Tropius. So yeah, Banshee is just not important. This is one of the legendaries, Bluefin, the Bluefin Pokemon, a psychic type, a psychic water type. Bluefin searches the deep seas of the water with chanting spells to get even more wishes. And every region in this, every legendary in this region is just superstitious, like the India. Okay, this is gonna be one of the most rampaging Pokemon in the apocalypse. Boneache, from Bone and Ache. Boneache lays on its side while sleeping and is a ground dark type. It hides under its mossy shelter on its side. It uses its mossy shelter to sleep like a blanket and protect itself from attacks. And it attacks its prey with its impenetrable grass disguise. When it's laying on its side and someone steps on it, it goes on a rampaging fury, destroying anything in its path for a whole week. Not important. Important, but let's just do this one first. This is Barrio. Barrio, the bear Pokemon. A normal type. The Shades Pokemon. Barrio is just like that party Pokemon who just dances like Ludicolo. And it evolves when stolen enough items like Thief. It evolves into Bretir, the Funk ground Pokemon, a ground dark type. Bretir has little socks like Thievul. Now, actually, the descendant of Thievul from Galar. as you can tell, this region has a lot of like Pokemon related to Gala. And yes, this is very, very accurate. Okay, let's just skip over this. Wait, no. Wait, what? Okay, I'll come back to these guys once we're done with a bit more. But let's move on. This is Castform. Indiu form Castform. A flying normal type. The floating cloud Pokemon. When in a rain through an entire battle, it evolves at level 46. It evolves into Cloudol, the cloud Pokemon, a water flying type. These guys are special defense. The speed and special defense is impenetrable, but their attack isn't too good and their defense isn't too good. But that speed and special defense are the best. And then it evolves into Cloudass once in the clear skies all throughout a battle. This is the size comparison. Cloudass makes clear skies through the India region, and this is basically like next to pseudo legendary. Oh yes, I love this one. Cha-Cha. Wait, no. Verup. Fire grass type. They're only in night, but they have piping hot red bits. It's so hot that it can melt a Pokeball. So that's why people always try and catch it in the Heat Ball, the new type of Pokeball. And it only lurks in the shadows of the night while its heat grows hotter during the hottest days. And it evolves into Cha-Cha. The clinging that Pokemon. The aching Pokemon. A fire grass type. Same as the Lost Guy. Fire. But they could both glide into the skies. And next to the valley when it comes to flying. Not important. Oh yes. Yeah. Crows, a poison ground type. It ejects its poison into the ground below it to kill any enemies that might be hunting underground. And it does this with its A-Smooth poison track. Now let's move back a bit to these guys. This is Bruffa, the pre-evolved form of crows. Bruffa is a fighting ground type. It's actually just a fighting type. It uses its powerful skills of all the battling that it knows against opponents in every battle. And it evolves into crows, and then it evolves into a Cravo, the crocodile snapping Pokemon, a poison fire type. This guy can melt stuff throughout its stomach. It is known to be the furnace Pokemon. Some say it's the furnace Pokemon. It can melt anything in less than 10 minutes. The fastest time it can create it faster, depending on how much heat and less oil it's getting. Okay. Not important. Important. This guy is very important. Team Yellow is actually in this region. They ended up helping Gala enough, so they moved on. They moved on to this region. And they took advantage of the new Pokemon, Dark Thunder, the emo electric Pokemon, a dark electric type. It's in its left arm right here. It uses it like a battery, but it has special batteries sold for $500 each battery, and that unlocks it. That unlocks its ace move, Power Thunder. Thunderstrick. Thunder Constrict. Thunder Constrict constricts the enemy while doing thunder damage and paralyze the opponent every time. I was thinking of making it a steel type, but no. You can find this place in one of the other. This is actually the evolved form of one of the other Pokemon that I'm gonna review. Okay, Defy. The defining Pokemon. A Steel Fire type. Defy crawls on the ground like ants. The size comparison is actually like a mole, like Drillbur. It's as tall as a Drillbur and as big as a Drillbur. It uses. I wanted it to kind of copy like this thing that Subble has on its head, so I love that. So I made it into this Pokemon. And once leveled up past level 20 in drought, it evolves into Slowbro, the sloping fire Pokemon. This could either have Intimidate, or it could either have the ability to burn someone. Anyways, this guy's attack special speed is insane. Its attack pretty good. It's just a fire type, plain fire type. This guy is like a ghost. It can go through walls and stuff. And once fought enough battles, once got 3 critical hits like Farfetch'd to Insect. It evolves like Farfetch'd, but you have to get 1 crit in 1 battle with Drought. And it evolves into Freako. Oh, and it has to be past level 30 in Drought with a crit. And it has to be a 5 move crit. Not like Night Slash. I see people doing Night Slashes a lot. So this guy is Freako, the frail Pokemon. That is just because to lure people in to attack it. It's a fighting fire type, and it can turn into magma on the ground and can use its lava ability to rise the ground up like Magnet Rise, but its ace move is Lava Plume in close combat. I spent a long time on that guy. Oh, yeah. I like these guys. Frexo. Oh, wait, no, that's it. Dippo. Ludicolo, basically. Normal ice type. Yeah. Frexo. The bunny teenager Pokemon. Ice fighting type. It uses its battling style. Its speed is quite well and its special attack pretty good. Its overall special attacker and special defenser and speedy too. Like every Pokemon other than ground types are speedy in this. Like these guys. These guys are pretty powerful too. Okay, so this is Drave, the draving Pokemon. I wanted to make like an eel-like creature, sea creature, like an Indeedee. I want to make it like an Indeedee Pokemon. So Drave is the helping water slug. The water helping slug is known as the water helping slug. Water helping slug. So basically it's a water slug that helps. It gets sad and weak when it doesn't have a trainer, so it's easy to catch. It's a dragon water type with the ability Swift Swim. Or it could have the ability to like summon rain. Something like that. And it once helped out its trainer enough, it evolves into Drake. The striking Drake Pokemon. The helping Pokemon. It has a little like French hat on it. It's a dragon water type, easy to catch, but harder than this guy since it already has some experience helping. It's not a friendship evolution, luckily. It's like Palmy into Palmont. Palmo into Palmont. So yeah. By the time I'm recording this, it's like the 29th date. It's like the 29th. So like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out like 10 days ago or 12. So yeah, I'm recording 12 days after Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out. Okay, not included. Oh yeah. This is Drillard, the Drill Ice Pokemon, a Ghost Ice type. It uses its powerful drills as weapons and drilling in the mines of the underground. It has, whenever it's weak, whenever it dies, it like melts, which I think is cool. It uses this one for attacking, and it uses this one for mining, and this one for attacking. And it has its ace move is Drill Run, which makes sense. Not included. No, not included. Oh yeah, and this is Indiu forms Darkrai, a water ghost type. So basically, like it spreads rain over. It spreads rain over the region, but in repay for that, if people don't give offerings to it, it just makes it flood. And it can time how long the flood lasts. Flamies, the furnace Pokemon. A fire type. It uses as soon as it has the ability to, like, when you get in battle, it affects. It either has drought or smoky. It either has the ability drought or smokes. Smokes, like, decreases the enemy's accuracy by 2 stages. It uses its hands to talk, like, I'm just gonna share a little website that I know of called Zoro.2, aka Funimation. You can watch any anime there. My favorite is My Hero Academia. There's Pokemon on there. You can watch Pokemon. So if you have, just watch up to, like, the 2nd season of My Hero Academia, and then you'll find Shoji. He has a quirk called Duplearms, and those Duplearms talk for him, and that's basically what this guy does. He just has no mouth. I just made that for fun. He has a mouth, though. He has a mouth. He just doesn't talk. Like, you can be heroes. The alien kid. So this is basically like Shoji from My Hero Academia. It talks with its arms. Oh yeah, this is the magpie Pokemon. Flippy, a normal flying type. The magpie Pokemon. Flippy uses its spots to hide itself in a pack of zebra. In a herd of zebra, whatever it's called. And then once leveled up to level 32 in night, it evolves into Druck. Also a magpie Pokemon. A dark flying type. It uses its big beak to drill it into trees like Picky Peck and Toucanon. While Flippy has power in its wings, Druck has power in its beak. So they both have pretty powerful places, but Druck is way more powerful. He has a great special attack, and also Flippy just doesn't have that good attack. It's just a horrible Pokemon. But its speed is so good. Its special attack maybe good, but overall its speed is just the best stat. Okay, so this is Rindo. The Pharaoh Ghost Pokemon. A Ghost Ground type. The Pharaoh Fox Pokemon. A Ground Ghost type. Like Galarian Yawmask. It circles the coffins. It circles the mummies inside the temple, making sure they're alright. When it does that enough, once it levels up to level 25 in a sandstorm, it evolves into Freepy. It evolves. Wait, no, this is supposed to be Rindo, and this is supposed to be Freepy. Anyways, they have like collars to make them stuck in a pyramid. So you have to break that with Brick Break, a fighting move. You have to break that with a special move called Rage Fist. You have to break it with Rage Fist. Or like some sort of some sort of triple move, like double kick, to break it. This guy's just the Pharaoh Pokemon. It has 2 tails. It's a pure ground type, and it surrounds the pyramid, protecting it. You can also use any sharp move, like Iron Tail or something, to cut it open. So this guy is the main protector of the place. All these guys are like guard dogs, but they stay around the coffins at all time. This is like Pokemon Scarlet's version of Corona. I'm basically like continuing that dinosaur thing. So this is Gavo, a water steel type. The steelfish Pokemon. It swims alongside its friendly fish friends, and any steel type or water type that it befriends, it instantly loves that guy for eternity. So then once it finds its stats are pretty horrible, like a Magikarp, but once it evolves into Vioso, that stat is gone. It has such good special defense and defense. It's pretty slow but a hard hitter. It's a pure attacker. Its ace move is Gyro Ball. This guy's ace move is Gyro Ball, while this guy's strongest move is Aqua Jet. So anyways, once collected enough metal on land, it toughens its skin up and keeps on mutating into a whole dinosaur called Bazano. If you look in the top left, then you can see the names. They are very hard to pronounce for me. Like these ones are especially hard. Bazono. This big guy in the middle, he's Bazono, a pure steel type. A Stegosaurus Pokemon. It's a very big special defender, big attacker, basically more defense than this guy, and more attack, but less speed. Oh, and this is one of the legendaries. This is Gene, the Gene Pokemon. It blesses This is in charge of making all the kids in heaven, like look, making them born. Also, like how magicians, these guys are along next to the magicians when they do their tricks. Only the audience can't see his tricks. Well, only people with psychic type Pokemon can see the psychic moves around it. Psychic moves around the floating stuff. Only people with psychic type Pokemon can see that. Now this is the pseudo legend. I always was thinking of like a Snorlaxy ghost Snorlax Pokemon, and then it evolves into like a sergeant. Like it becomes like a little weakling, gets big and chubby, then it starts training into battle mode. So this is Ghost. This little guy is Ghostast, a ghost ground type. Ghostast it has the ability to make sandstorms And this guy just has the ability to intimidate. Well, this guy has the ability to summon sandstorms. Well, this guy is just like a very heavy hitter. Like have you ever seen those people who fight in the rings, like in Japan? Sumo wrestlers? Well, he's one of the sumo wrestlers. And he's basically like a little bigger munchlax, I would say. And this guy's name is Mobom. The bomb Pokemon. Its ace move is actually Belly Drum. Its ace move is Belly Drum. And it gets a and its second best move is Stockpile. And then evolves into the pseudo-legendary Surg. Actually, this is Surg. Surg or Surg. Let me know how you think Surge or Surgs. I'll just call him Surg for now. Let me know in the comments how to pronounce this guy's name. Surge or Surg. We'll just call him Surg. Surg is the Sergeant Pokemon. He has a big belt around his waist that he uses for combat. His weakest move that he can learn is Double Slap. His Tail Slap. That was his weakest move. Yep. We're back to Minchino again. Well, this guy's ace move is like close combat, intimidate, or still keeping the sandstorm ability. And he can still have Belly Drum. But his best stat is the special attack and attack. While its speed is pretty great, it's pretty thin, so it's a fighting ground type. So it goes from a ghost ground type to a ground normal type, quite weak to fighting. And then it evolves into a ground fighting type. Pretty nice. This whole evolution line is just dual types. So, oh yes, I love these guys. How do I reference? Like Laron? Well, this is basically Laron. This is a ground steel type. This is ground poison type. Actually, this is the rock poison type. Gravy. After fish eggs. The name of fish eggs. Once it couldn't hold all its poison in its metal tail, confining its poison, the poison blasts out onto its body and it refuses to feel pain. So that's why it's a rock type now. It's a rock poison type. This is not included. Not included. Oh yes, included. This isn't like. This is like in Pokemon Legends Arceus, where you can ride the Pokemon, but you can also use the Pokemon. This guy has the ability Swift Swim, and he's a Psychic Water type. His name is Hovery, the Axolotl Pokemon. And ever since I found out about axolotls, the first time I found out about axolotls, it was because of Minecraft. Because they added axolotls, and that was the first time I ever seen or heard of an axolotl. Actually, that was the first. I thought it was just a fake one, like the with a skeleton. Anyways, Hovery is a psychic water type. It's known for the Alola region, the Paldea region, and all the other regions. Actually, it's just known in the Alola region, the Paldea region, the Galar, actually not the Galar region, the Paldea and the Alola region, and it's also found in oases in the Indiu region. So 3 different regions this guy can be found. And this, I always thought Meltan needed like a mid-stage evolution, so I made Kobike from Koala and Bike, the Koala Bike Pokemon. And I just love how this turned out. Like it has electric covering its metal tail, and it has like 2 lights and 1 eye, like Meltan. So this guy is basically like the evolved form of what's his name? Meltan. This guy's the evolved form of Meltan. And I really like how he came out. I feel like if Pokemon Scarlet and Violet got a expansion pass, then this guy would be a part of the expansion pass as another ride Pokemon. Like it would ban if you had like Pokemon. This is a Pokemon Violet exclusive. So if you didn't have at least, if you had to ban Miraidon, and it was only allowed Kobikes there, and there was a border surrounding it, making all your Pokemon that are not future themed from that island back into the PC. So it forces all your Miraidon. It forces your Miraidon back into the PC, and all your other future Pokemon that's not from the island. It's gonna be like the island of Steels. And I'm still thinking of like something for the Pulse region. I'll think about that. So anyways, that's gonna be wrapping it all up for now. So see ya all next time. I'm gonna end it here. Bye.